So hi, this is the Modern Savvy CPA, continuing to teach our kids smart money habits. So what I'm going to be focusing on today is high schoolers and smart money habits. We focused on teenagers in our last videos, and now we're going to be focusing on high schoolers, which are technically still teenagers, but when you're in high school, you need to start thinking about colleges and college debt and marketable degrees and what you really want to be. It's real now, and you're going to have, this is the next step into adulthood, and you're going to be dealing with a lot of adult things like debt. So the first thing I want to focus on is student loans. Many consider student loans good debt because you're working towards a degree and it opens doors for you. However, it's important for you to understand that the cost of your degree against your future earning potential comes with particular degrees, comes with all degrees. You need to understand the cost of your education. You need to weigh the cost of your education with your future earning potential. You need to understand also, if you are not sure about what your future earning potential is, this is something that needs to be researched between you and your parents so you understand what it is that your school is going to cost you, what degree you're thinking about doing, and what are the ranges for salaries with those degrees. How long are you going to have to go to school for? What are going to be the cost for your bachelor's, your associate, whether it is technical school, whether you're learning a trade. You need to understand these things. You need to weigh these things before you get to that point. Cannot stress that. Before you get to the school that you want to do, you need to weigh the cost of your schooling with your potential earnings, your particular earnings in your field. This is why we have so much issues today with student loan debt. This is why it is a big problem. I'm sure you've heard in the news about student loan debt that people have. Well, you would be surprised that research say 80% of the student loan debt that we were dealing with when we were talking about forgiveness is from debt that people have never finished their degree, their schooling, or have a potential career from. So this is why this is a subject that is really close to my heart, and it is sometimes the beginning of bad debt for people. So yes, you're investing in your degree, but just like how you would invest in the stock market, you don't want to pick a stock that is not going to be making money or don't have future potential earnings. So it is the same with student loan debt. It can be good debt if it works out with it. So you need to make sure that, number one, you and your parents are sitting down looking at the area that you are interested in. There is a vast variety of things that you can do when you're interested in a certain area. And it's changing all the time. You can change your mind when you go. I have a kid right now that's changing his mind. So you can change your mind as time goes by, but you want to make sure that you're understanding the area that you're focusing in. And so, example, if you like math, you can do accounting, you can do engineering, you can do so many different things. Within the engineering field, there are so many different types of engineer. Within the accounting field, there are so many different types of accounting. Then there's finance. There's so many different avenues you can go with when it comes to finance. So sometimes, once you focus on that one degree, when you get out there are so many different areas that you can focus on and that you need to look at, and you need to understand before you start investing your money into that degree, whether you're the parent, whether you're getting a student loan, whether you're getting, even if you're getting scholarships, you need to consider, because there's always a part that you have to invest, not only of your time and your studies, but your income. So that is, I'm going to repeat that again. You need to weigh the importance of the cost of your schooling against your future earning potential. Parents and students, you need to weigh that. Kids also need to understand the difference. There's also mortgages and good debts and things like that. So this is the time when the kids are in school and they're learning about colleges. They want to know, why are they investing in college? Why are they doing this? They might want to be able to get a house. So they need to be able to understand what it is that purchasing a home. They want to understand. They don't want to be house poor by purchasing a home that's too much, because then that's going to be considered bad debt. Too much of anything is no good for you. So you want to make sure that, yes, mortgage debt can be good debt, but if you're house poor, it's bad debt. So one of the top lessons in financial literacy for high schoolers is, no matter what you do, you want to be able to minimize the debt you're taking on. So you just don't want to go to the happiest school or the dream school that you want to go to, and you're not thinking about how much it's going to cost. This is where you decide. Yes, schooling, where you go, is important. What school you go is important. But what's more important is the cost of it. When I went to college, my high school was very focused on where they sent their graduates to. No one ever sat down with me or my parents and said to us, or any of my friends, and said to us, this, if you're going to be doing this degree, this is the future earning potential. If you go to this college, this is what it's going to cost you. If you go to this college, this is what's going to cost you. I went to the City University of New York, Lehman College. My degree, when I finished, I came out with maybe $6,000 in loans, because I had little scholarships, little this, little that, or whatever. I have friends that went to Ivy League schools. I came out with a bachelor's degree in accounting plus some graduate classes. I have friends that went to Ivy League school. They came out with degrees in sociology, psychology, different things, and $70,000 in loans. They did not understand the value of their degree, what they might have to do, because with a degree in psychology, you need to do a master's to actually start making much money. Sociology, the same thing. English, the same thing. History, the same thing. Accounting was one of those professions that you did not have to have a master's to be able to making back your money. Engineering is another profession like that. I mean, they're depending on your profession, that or the profession that you're seeking, that's how you're going to learn your future earning potential. You might have to go to school for 8 years, 10 years, 4 years, 2 years. All need to be involved in the cost of what your degree is in. So you want to make sure that you're doing that. When you start thinking of debt, believe it or not, with your student loan, you are starting to build your credit. If your parents were not putting you on their credit account to start building your credit already. So you want to make sure that you understand credit and how important good credit is.